Hi, it's McAllister here. Today I'm going to share with you a great exercise for the left hand, and this one is all about walking across the fingerboard. Maybe you've done some exercises like this before, where you go from the low bass strings all the way to the top and then back down. Now, I've got a little bit of a different twist to these exercises, which make them a little bit more challenging. They're good for maintaining your technique and they're very good for developing your technique. So let's get in a little bit closer and I'll take you through it step by step. Great, so now we're a little bit closer focused into the fingerboard of the guitar, and I was showing you that exercise in the introduction, going on adjacent frets, very simple. So I'm just walking, so I go from the 6th string over to the 5th, then the D string, then the 3rd string, the G, then the B, and then the E. Now, that's a great exercise, but that doesn't really develop your technique too much. What we're going to try now is actually squeezing the fingers into the 5th fret. So here we go. Now you can see that my fingers are having to accommodate each other. Okay, we don't want any buzz, but we want to try and get the fingers to occupy the fret one after another, but of course it's the same fret. So this is all about compressing the fingers into a smaller space. Now, playing the classical guitar is not all about stretching or straining. It's actually quite a small instrument, and the fingerboard is not huge, so we don't have a huge area to cover, and sometimes we find a challenge in squeezing these fingers into smaller spaces. So this is really good at looking at fingertip accuracy and walking across the whole of the fingerboard. If you go back to your adjacent fret, this feels super easy now. This feels exactly where your hand should be and very relaxed. Great. Now, a more difficult version of this very exercise is to stretch the fingers. So now, there's a gap. A stretch and a strain in between the 2nd and the 1st finger. Now if we were to do this exercise with fingers 2 and 3, and this would be at frets 6 and 7, and that's what I'm doing it just now, we would then compress in with fingers 2 and 3 onto the 1 fret, and then we would do our stretch. And I'm not releasing the previous note until I've seated the next one. And what I mean by that is I'm not jumping around. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit of resistance between the 2 and the 3. Watch me separate them there. Okay, so I'm really trying to work a little stretch between my 2nd and my 3rd fingers. So in a sense I'm sort of increasing the span of my hand, rather than trying to hope I have longer fingers one day. So then if we go to the really tricky combination of fingers, 3 and 4. Good. Then they occupy 1 fret. So they have to really work to get out of the way. Now you hear a little buzz there. That's what I want to try and avoid. Adjacent frets. That's nice. Put a little bit of vibrato in there sometimes. There we go. And now we're going to try the most difficult of all, which is a 1 fret gap. Really stretching between 3 and 4. So there you have it. Something I do quite often when I practice. Great for the separation of the fingers, great for squeezing the fingers into small spaces, and then grey for taking some of those fingers that are a bit stubborn and giving them a little bit of a stretch. Okay, add that one to your technical routine. You should see a bit more of a span to your fingers, a little bit more strength, and hopefully with that stubborn 2 and 3 you should feel a little bit more finger independence and control. Okay, good luck with your finger walking.